So when you don't think about your public outreach and you just think about the people you know in your city, typically think, gosh, there's a lot of smart, vibrant, bright people here. Those are your friends in the community, right? Not necessarily the people who come to the meetings. And so how do we harness all of that knowledge, all of that interest, and bring them into the discussion to help solve problems? I think we all saw, how many of you did Farmville? I know you don't really. How many of you had a friend who was doing Farmville and it was showing up on your Facebook, right? And it was kind of like, gosh, we could put that type of energy and creativity towards improving our community instead of building a virtual farm. That would be really awesome, right? And I think that's where this concept eventually will go. So what is citizen sourcing? A little bit deeper look. One is the ability to connect with people, and so we'll talk about how you build those connections, right? On your Facebook, anybody over 3,000 followers on Facebook? Yeah, where are you from?
Bay Area Air District.
Bay Area. What are you guys at?
We're at just over 4,000.
Cool, awesome. So you've connected with a lot of people, right? I mean, that's a pretty good group. We'll look at Austin. They're about 3,500. I think the city of Reno is like the highest I've seen, like 10,000 people in Reno. They've done a really good job. But you can connect with people online now. And then how do we really listen to them? And I think that's part of the challenge with Facebook and Twitter, is that you're connecting with people and you're typically talking to them, right? You're pushing information out. There's not a ton of listening. So how do we create a channel where we can listen to people without having to allocate 5 people to sit and listen all day, right? So how do we think about that? Prioritizing. And so the prioritizing through the crowd, using your community to say, hey, you can post 500 ideas, but we're only going to look at the top 10. And you guys go prioritize them on your own. And whether those are just general ideas to make your community better or particular ideas to reduce smog in the Bay Area, right? Or increase bike traffic or something like that, where you have a particular question where you're asking them. And then finally, how do you transition this into action? Because eventually what we want is better outcomes based on more input and crowdsourcing of ideas.